Good morning, everyone. So, I decided to start this movement, the movement that I call Look at Yourself or Look Closer. It was inspired with a practice of mine. The practice was about if you will stand in front of a mirror and look closer to yourself, look at your eyes, truly look inside of them, what would you see? How would you identify yourself? Where would you stop? Would you stop with your face? Maybe with your wrinkles? Would you stop with your clothes and what you are wearing? Or would you go deeper? And when you will go deeper, what would you find out? What kind of a person you would find? So if you will look yourself in the eye, what is this self that you will find? From this notion, I decided to start this movement. And I called it Look Closer because, trust me, my friend, whoever is following me, you are not looking close enough. Find yourself, find who you are. Where does your awareness of yourself start and where does it end? Okay. One of the fundamentals that I like to speak about whenever we are talking about ourselves is, okay, first, who are you? What is this self that you are talking about? Is it your body or it is what is inside your body? It is not the first time that you will be hearing this, that our body is like the vehicle and who we are is the driver that is driving the vehicle. Okay, if we will take this driver, who is he? What is he composed of? When I tell you what is your awareness consists of, what would you answer? Okay. We are living human beings. We are alive in this moment. And when we speak about life, we need to speak also about death, the other side of the coin. And I believe that when you explore your relationship to life and to death, you will start knowing yourself better. For example, if I believe that I have only one life, which is this physical life, and I will cease to exist, my awareness, my consciousness will stop existing by the end of this life. This is one way of thinking. Yet this way of thinking, this personal meaning that I have, what kind of a behavior it will give me, how I would relate to my life, how I would be scared from death, or at least bypassing it, stopping myself from thinking about it. Would that work in my favor or will work against me? Would that help me feel in control or would it help me be in control? Okay, so that's my relationship to life. If all what I have is this physical life, and once it ends, I end with it. My awareness, my consciousness, who I am will cease to exist with it. And that is a hypothesis, a theory, let's say. I'm not here to change beliefs. I'm here to ask questions that will help us question our personal meanings. And then maybe or maybe not, it may or may not change your beliefs somehow with the way that it will work in your favor. Okay, the other hypothesis, which is more the I am the driver inside of the vehicle and the vehicle is my body. Therefore, with my death, my awareness will continue, will carry on. Only the body, the vehicle, will cease to exist. If this is how I identify life and death and myself, how would that impact my behavior? If I believe that this life is not the end for me, how would that impact me? How would that make me feel in control? Or would that make me be in control? And there's a huge difference between feeling in control, which could be like a kind of an emotional bypass. I am creating an illusion in my mind that I'm in control. Or would it make me be in control? And the only area that I can be in control of here is myself. It's how I regulate life and how I interact with it. So I do everything consciously. You see, the way that I believe in it, and I'm not saying that this is how you should. If this is death, and this is who I am, if I believe that who I am, once it reaches death, I will cease to exist and I will disappear, it will put a certain tension on my shoulders. I'll be worried. I will be constantly thinking, okay, this is my only chance. I have no other chance but this one. A lot of stress, trying to control the outcomes of every single thing that I do. I'm more living the future, like constantly jumping from one goal to another, constantly running behind something or running from something, because this is the only time that I have. Yet, what I believe in, that if this is who we are, this is our awareness, this is myself, and this is death, I carry on in the journey of life with all the experiences that it gives me, and then I go through death as just a door from one plane to another, and my awareness carry on. The only thing that I will leave behind death is just the vehicle, and I will be pure awareness with all what's in it, with all what I gained from the experience of life, with all the personal meanings that I absorbed and adapted. I do not want you to believe in this or not, but what I'm offering is ask yourself, what if? What if I will believe that my consciousness, my awareness, who I am, will carry on after death? How would that impact me in life? Think of it for a second. How would be your relationship to life? How would be your relationship to your sickness? How would be your relationship to people who are dying? How would be your relationship to all what you see that's happening around you and you keep saying, it's not fair? Definitely, it is not fair and it is not right. Premature death, cancer, and so on. If we think that all the time that we have in existence is the time pre-death, the time that we have within this life. So of course, everything will be not fair and we will see everything negatively. It will weigh on our chest, weigh on our shoulders. Yet what will happen if I will think of it that actually life is a journey that is constantly equipping us with experiences to help us expand our awareness, to help us get closer to who we are, to help us understand ourselves. So life is an external journey that allows us to navigate ourselves, to expand, and then take all of this expansion, take all of this learning, and take it with us wherever we go after death. However you believe, that is not the issue. And this consciousness, all of this wisdom, all of this gained knowledge will not just dissipate into nothingness, it will carry on to a post-death space. How would that make me feel? I can only speak about my own personal experience. It makes me feel lighter. It makes me look at every hurdle that I face, every problem, every pain, every negative thing that I face, that if it's in me personally or in the society around me or it's in the globally and so on, as just another experience that is here to teach me something, to shape me somehow. With this kind of personal meaning or understanding, it liberated me from judging everything around me as negative and positive, because we need the light and we need the shadows. Because without grief, I will never be able to know joy. Because without sadness, I will never be able to know happiness. From the beginning of humankind, there were killing, people were dying, there was diseases, and there were light workers, and there were prophets and messengers, and there were spiritual people. There were this and that from the beginning of humanity until now. Nothing changed. And if you think that the portions increased, no, think again. More or less, it is the same balance between positive and negative, between challenging experiences and people and comforting and warriors of light kind of people and so on. The only difference is that we have now this huge, massive exposure through the internet to all kinds of whatever we will think of or focus on. So if I'm the kind of that I'm dialed in all what's happening in the world negatively, this is what I will be receiving all the time, and this is what I will be seeing all the time. And then I will put myself in the illusion that this is the nature of life. Think again. It is not the nature of life. It is just the nature of the life that you created around you, that you decided to focus on. It's that simple. It's the glasses. You are putting the black glasses, you will see everything black. And there are the other extreme, people who put the pink glasses and they see everything pink or white. And they feel that as if they are in a bubble that is completely detached from reality. And that as well, it is not a good space for growth. Neither the pink glasses nor the black glasses will allow you to grow. It is removing the glasses and being more aware of reality. The whole of reality, which means the reality that is before death, of life that we are living now, and the reality as well that the reality that death is part of life. What is your relationship to it? And what is your relationship to life? Then you will be in a better space to decide who you are, who you want to believe that you are. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you will find value in what I'm sharing with you. Please circulate the message. Invite people to the group. Share with me your comments, your aha moments, or your challenges with the concepts that I'm talking about. Only then we'll be able to grow more. Only then I would see this group transforming into a movement as I wish. Look closer. Stand in front of the mirror today. Come as close as possible. Look to the center of your eyes and look closer. And share with me, what would you see? Who would you see? And if you like who you see or not. Thank you so much for following. See you next time.